What is the best part of your job? I think interacting with you guys, with y'all. What are some of the different jobs that you've had in your life? I have worked at Black Cat Fireworks. That was fun. If you had time to do volunteer work, what would you do? See, the thing is, I do have time to do volunteer work, and I volunteer at the library a lot. What takes the biggest chunk of your paycheck? Crystals. Are you satisfied with how you spend your money? What would you change? I would change the cost of the things that I'm buying. My goodness. How do you replenish your energy? I sleep or I ground myself. I steer away from coffee because it kills me. What artistic endeavors have you tried and decided you were bad at? Nothing comes to mind. What current world events are really troubling you? The hate for LGBTQ plus communities, the lack of acceptance for people with more fat than is the displayed amount on TV screens, the racial differences and sexual differences on different employment opportunities. There's a lot. What dreams have you given up on as unrealistic? None of them! Seize your dreams. The only thing holding you back is yourself and possibly your wallet. What has been the hardest thing for you to face or learn? Accepting that just because you don't like someone, doesn't mean that they can't teach you anything themselves. What is hard about being a parent? The fur. There's fur everywhere. You have to constantly brush them and take out their litter box. I'm talking about a cat, by the way. What is one of the worst things that could happen to you? Death? What is something that scares you and you would never try? I don't think there's much that I wouldn't try. Like, put me in a bathtub and start piling snakes upon me. Alright, sure, I've got a bunch of snakes to boop the suits of. I don't think I'm scared of a lot. What is something you've never done but you'd like to try? I'm gonna be honest right now. I've been to the ocean once in my life and I wasn't allowed to go in it. I want to swim. I want to swim the ocean. So badly. How often do you skip breakfast? I try my best not to. Describe yourself in a single sentence? I don't think I know myself well enough for that. Was that my sentence? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, rate your fashion sense. 10, I look pretty good. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, rate your cooking skills. A 9. I'm better at baking, but cooking, baking, kind of the same. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, how good of a kisser are you? Depends how you want to be kissed. One thing you know now that you wish you'd known as a kid, that condoms are not balloons for parties. When making an entrance into a party, do you make your presence known? Do you slip in and look for someone you know? Do you sneak in quietly and find a safe spot to roost? I go in. I find the food table. I go there. I load myself up. And then I look for friends because I don't want to be alone with a bunch of food. Actually, that's a lie. I love being alone with a lot of food. Which animals scare you the most? And why? I mean, if someone wants to put me, like, in front of a tiger, I'll probably panic a little, but, like, I won't do anything rash. What are some of your bad habits? Maladaptive daydreaming. What color is your bedroom carpet? Oh, it's like a deep blue with white. It's pretty nice. What did you do for your last birthday? I called my 2 best friends, and we went on a shopping spree of sorts. We just went wherever the wind took us. It was pretty great. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? I think I dressed up as a devil? I have no clue. What did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a teacher for the longest time, and then I realized that I do not have the capacity to look after children that long. What do you call carbonated drinks? Soda. What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? A sun shower. What do you consider unforgivable? I don't know. Is there any item you collect? Crystals. Do you know how to pump your own gas? I don't have a car. Do you love dancing? I do, actually. Do you really know all the words to your national anthem? I don't think I remember how it starts. What is the longest period you've spent in a hospital? 1 whole day. I swallowed a quarter. Most ridiculous thing you've had to visit the hospital for? I swallowed a quarter. What is something most people don't know about you? Well, most people don't know I'm a witch. What do you do if you can't sleep at night? Do you count sheep, toss and turn, try to get up and do something productive? Maladaptive daydreaming. What do you do when you are bored? Daydream. What do you find yourself always procrastinating? Everything. What do you think about more than anything else? Magic. Not the, light a candle and burn a sigil sort of magic, but, there is now fire in my hands magic. Is your father bald? Nope. What makes you proud of your father? He works really, really hard, even in jobs he doesn't like. What makes you proud of your mother? She is one of the most accepting people I have and ever will know. I told her I was Pan. She was like, okay. I told her I was a witch. She went, okay. I told her I wanted to go to a metaphysical shop the next day, and she was like, okay. She's very accepting, and I love her so much. When did you immediately click with someone you just met? Why? What was the long-term result? We play D&D every other Sunday. What nonprofit do you believe in supporting? In France, there was a drive of some sort where people would take the carrots and the beans and the peas, all the stuff that wouldn't be sold in grocery stores, and they made it into a soup. And the grocery stores wouldn't take these foods because they didn't look like a traditional carrot, bean, whatever. And they would make it into soup, and they would serve it to the homeless. And as opposed to just tossing it away. I don't know how that's currently doing, but I can only imagine that it's going well. And I would really, really love to be one of the driving forces that makes the same sort of thing happen in America, because it brings down food waste, and it feeds the people who really need the food. How does music matter to you? I think silence is golden. I love silence so much, but I need background noise. I need to have background noise no matter what I'm doing, or I just shut down and I focus on nothing. If you had a day left to live and you could spend it with anyone you choose, who would it be? Anyone? The girls from Waba, the podcast. Witch Biatch Amateur Hour. I love them so much, and if I could spend the last day on my earth with them, I'd be very, very happy. If you inherited $100,000 right now, how would you spend it? I would shovel it away into my savings account so that I'm that much closer to getting a house of my own and living in a cottage in the woods, growing pumpkins, and being the witch that people see maybe once a month. It's almost a local cryptid. If you became a multimillionaire overnight, what would you buy? Well, I'd buy that cottage with the greenhouse, and I'd probably buy the surrounding town. No, I'd buy that cottage, get a greenhouse built, and then I'd save it. Why live so lavishly when you can live in securely your whole life? And any children that I may or may not have will be set as well. If you could change one thing about the world, regardless of guilt or politics, what would you do? I'd get rid of cancer. That's it. It's gone now. No more cancer. If you could eat lunch with one famous person, who would it be? One famous person to eat lunch with. I think Lois Lane. She's such a queen, and I have no doubt that there would be much silence in a conversation we have over lunch. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? I would tell my younger self that it's okay. It's okay that you like girls just as much as guys. It's okay that you don't like going to church every Sunday. I tell her that it's okay to be yourself and that you don't have to be afraid because you are you and you are beautiful. If you could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would you go? You know what? I'd probably go to the UK and Romania and visit my coven members over there because, like, I'd really love for us all to get a get together. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? It's not a specific place, but again, that cottage in the woods with a garden. If you had a big win in the lottery, how long would you wait to tell people? Here's what I'd do. I would tell them that everything horrible that could possibly happen to me at my age happened. I'd tell them that I became pregnant at 16 and I'm currently with a child. I'd tell them that my dad lost a job, tell them that my mom lost a job, that we're getting our house taken away. I'm tell them all that. And the people who stick with me, I'd give them a share of that lottery. Because they're the true friends. If you have a nickname, what is it? I've been called some very weird things. I have been called Chris, which is like a normal one. I'm okay with it. I've been called Kris Kringle, Kit Kat, Chrissy, Christmas. I've been called a lot of weird things. If you want to call me something, just call me Chris. Or Christina, whichever you prefer, because I'm fine with either. Actually, I usually don't care what people call me. If you could live forever, would you rather stay one age forever or get older? I'd rather stay one age because I would rather not be frail and 2,000 years old. But also, I just love the idea of a 16-year-old me continuously getting sent to, like, high school to, like, learn things. And then I, like, just sit in the back and, like, put my head down and fall asleep the entire time. And then big tests come around and I'm like, I was here for this. I am acing this. I've learned this 27 times before. I like that idea. If you could pick one, would you rather have infinite money or unending love? Unending love is a choice. And as long as you choose to have unending love, you're gonna have it. So I'd rather pick the money. If you could save just one, would you rather save humanity or the Earth? We're all doomed anyway. When was the last time you cried? I got really close to crying yesterday. I'm not going to talk about that, but it got really close. When was the last time you got in a fist fight? I think I was like 5. I punched a hip-hopper girl that was my age as well for calling ballet stupid because I was in ballet. When was the last time you pushed yourself to your physical limits? It rarely happens, but I think last week. Do you see the glass as half empty or half full? Either way, you won't be going thirsty. Pick one, a comedy movie or a horror movie. A horror comedy, my man. Pick one, chatting or phone call. Chatting. I can't read body language over a phone. Pick one, exceptional strength or intelligence. Both can be earned, but probably strength, because I am a weak potato fry. Pick one, forgiveness or vengeance. Depends on what happened, but generally forgiveness. Pick one, free healthcare or free education. Free healthcare. Pick one, Halloween or Valentine's Day. Halloween? Pick one, kill or be killed. When did Flowey start writing these? Pick one, Monopoly or chess. I'm bad at both, but chess. Pick one, vanilla or chocolate. Depends on my mood, but generally chocolate. Would you rather go bungee jumping or skydiving? Skydiving. Falling's not the problem. When I'm falling, I'm at peace. It's only when I hit the ground it causes only grief. Would you rather always be overdressed or be underdressed? Overdressed. I want to walk into a room wearing a full-length ball gown.